is an RE, we need isolation transformers, very important. After that, approximately between 40 to 50 kilometer, we are amplifying the signal. Otherwise, it will become so weak that our decoder equipment will not recognize, and it will not give necessary dial tone or necessary ring or necessary speech. So depending upon the geographical condition, the repeater will be located to the nearest place of the nearest station. Sometimes these cable huts, in the initial installations, cable huts and repeaters are installed in between block stations. Why? Because theoretically it is having minimum 17 kilometer distance for isolation point. So as following full-fledged theory, they followed the 17-kilometer policy and they have installed in between way stations. After that, the policy was changed and the isolation cable hut are provided at every station and amplifiers are provided at 40 to 50 kilometer in the nearest station. This is in the old conventional system. So for power supply, a station we are having 12 volts DC power supply with tolerance plus 25% and minus 10%. The current consumption is almost less than 25 milliamperes and the working current is less than 150 milliamps. So we need very less current. So we are providing 12 volts DC power supply units with multiple outputs in the way station with the specification IRS TC 7297. Here we are using two types of power supply arrangements. In the initial installations, we are having external battery charger and that total arrangement in our station master room itself. In next installations, we shifted to the multi-output PSUs, 12 volts PSUs with multiple outputs, so that we can cater for different control circuits and we can give power supply to our LC gate equipment. After the introduction of VHF sets working current is more. It is approximately take up to maximum 5 amps it will take. So our PSUs having only 2 amps output, so our PSUs are not suitable for VHF set. So we are providing external power supply for VHF set in that installations along with 12 volts PSU. After that, with the development of IPS in the signaling installation, we have taken one portion of DC-DC converter with 12 volt supply with 10 amp capacity. So we will have two 5 ampere capacity DC-DC converters. One is working and one is standby. So the supply was connected from the extended from the equipment room through IPS. So that we have avoided this 12 volts multi-unit power supply units also. But for an emergency purpose, we are utilizing that PSU arrangement in the way stations. This is first system, loaded quad cable with conventional amplifier system. In the second system, we are using unloaded cable with equalizer amplifier system. Equalizer amplifier system, we are having two facilities. One facility is the signal will be amplified in the way station through amplifier circuit. At the same time, it is having another feature called equalization. So there are additional feature of equalizer amplifier we are getting in the way station. So in the equalizer amplifier design, we have changed the total system. Why? Because we are using unloaded cable. So the distance between amplifier system is reduced. So we need to install more number of amplifiers. Then design was taken like that. Each and every station is provided with the isolation. At the same time, it will give the amplification. Simultaneously, with the design, it will also extend the equalizer facility. Equalization means in our normal voice frequency signal, the attenuation of it is a combination of frequencies between 0 to 4 kilohertz. In that 300 to 3400 kilohertz is the basic band. In that we are having different attenuation levels to different frequency signals. So if we use the amplifier, the attenuated signal, highly attenuated signal will be low even after the amplification also. So to get the uniform output and very intelligent signal, we are using this equalization. This equalization signal will make it is a stable amplification within the required frequency response curve. So by using this equalization facility at every station, we have got the improved the voice quality in this equalizer amplifier system. And this equalizer amplifier system is having some additional facilities compared to conventional system. So we are installing equalizer amplifier in the places where we are not having any OFC facility. If we are having OFC connectivity, then there is no need for going to equalizer amplifier. All our control communication will be extended through the OFC communication. But at the places where OFC is readily not available and cable is newly installing, at that time we will go for equalizer amplifier system. We will avoid the number of joints in our cable by avoiding loading coil joints. In our loaded cable, we are having condenser joints and loading coil joints at each regular intervals. These joints can be avoided in equalizer amplifier system. This system is having amplifiers each and every base station. So it may be the maximum length of block section is almost less than 20. In any case, it should not be more than 20. Equalizer amplifier cater for the loss in the 20-kilometer section with the unloaded cable. So by avoiding number of joints, the cable life will be increased. Why? Because the joint is the most weakest portion in our medium. In our quad cable, joint is the most weakest portion. If we are having more number of joints, there is a chance of high number of failures and lot of maintenance. If we are reducing joints, means it automatically improves the working performance of the cable. So by using equalizer amplifier, we have improved the performance of the medium, and we have achieved some additional features through this equalizer amplifier. This is the connectivity of equalizer amplifier. The headquarter equipment is almost similar to the conventional system, only it is having some slight modifications. In that modifications here, we are using cable with quad cable. So the impedance is 470 ohms. In previously loaded cable, we are having characteristic impedance as 1120 ohms. So in our old conventional system, the DTMF equipment is designed to suit for 1120 ohm capacity. But now the characteristic impedance is changed to 470 ohms. So we are using just some modification. We have done this headquarter equipment so that it will suit to the 470 ohms impedance of the unloaded cable. So again, the normal audio features are same as in the conventional system. While coming to base stations, here also we are having some main repeater in the test room. But here, every station we are having individual VF repeaters till the last station in the control section. So when you compare to conventional system and this thing, here you are having some leaky amplifier in your conventional system. So in this system, we are not having this leaky amplifier in the main repeater. तो कोई बोल सकता है लीकी एम्पलीफायर क्यों यूज करते हैं?
वेस्ट स्टेशन टू वेस्ट स्टेशन आपस में बात करने के लिए।
वेस्ट स्टेशन टू वेस्ट स्टेशन बात करने के लिए
बोथ डायरेक्शनल सर।
वो फीचर के लीकी एम्पलीफायर यूज करता है कन्वेंशनल सिस्टम में, क्योंकि नॉर्मल वेस्ट स्टेशन फैसिलिटी नहीं है। लेकिन अब इक्वलाइजर एम्पलीफायर सिस्टम में आपका जो लीकी एम्पलीफायर का काम है, इधर एम्पलीफायर डिजाइन में मिल जाते हैं, तो इसलिए आपको मेन रिपीटर में लीकी एम्पलीफायर रखने का जरूरत नहीं। Each base station repeater will have 4 direction amplification facility. 2 direction, one direction for station side, another direction to far end side, third direction to station side. Additionally, it is having one more fourth direction towards protection path. So by giving 4 directional amplifier design, it is also having the leaky amplifier facility by avoiding the leaky amplifier provision in the main repeater in the test room. It is having some salient features. It almost eliminates loading of the cable, so number of joints will be reduced. So cable performance will be increased. Time also reduced due to less number of joints. So it is offering 4-way connectivity at every base station. And one additional feature the equalizer amplifier giving is remote monitoring and management. आपका ओल्ड कन्वेंशनल सिस्टम में रिमोट मॉनिटरिंग कुछ नहीं रहता था। कभी भी उस स्टेशन में कुछ फेल्यूर आ गया तो हमको फिजिकली मैन पावर को भेज के उसको रिस्टोर करना पड़ते थे। रिस्टोर नहीं, पहले आइसोलेट करना पड़ता है। कभी कुछ नॉइस जनरेट हो गया कोई भी एक स्टेशन से, हमको पर्सन को भेज के फिजिकली उसको आइसोलेट करके पहले आइसोलेट करके रिस्टोर करना पड़ता है, बाद में लोकल फेल्यूर को अटेंड करना पड़ता है। लेकिन इसमें क्या है कि रिमोटली मॉनिटर करके उसको डायरेक्ट टेस्ट रूम से ही आइसोलेट कर सकते हैं। Automatic isolation facility is available in this system. So this is having this type of feature. This is having some remote monitoring facility. For this purpose, it is having some 2 master slave configuration cards. So we will discuss the cards in the next slide. Some additional feature is it is having some 8-lane local intercom facility. At each and every station, by using exchange cards, locally we can use 8 number of local telephones for internal communication at the base station. If the station is not having any exchange facility, So we can provide some 8-line local telecom through exchange card of this particular VF equipment. This is the equipment design for equalizer amplifier system. In our conventional system, we are having just decoder and phone. But in this equalizer amplifier system, the total cable hut, isolation cable hut and decoder totally combined into a modular system with cards, modular cards. Again, telephone is separate. Your cable hut, isolation points, isolation transformers, and your decoder was combined to a common equipment with modular design. So it is having different cards, power supply cards, exchange cards, and equalizer amplifier cards. So in this three equipment, this is the RDSO specification for the second system. Equalizer amplifier system specification is RDSO specification TC 34/2002. So in this again, we are having the same three type of equipment: control office, weigh station, and test room. The control office equipment already we have discussed. It is almost similar to conventional system, except it is having 470 ohm characteristic impedance connectivity, and it is having some 3-digit dialing mode or 2-digit dialing mode. In our conventional system, only we are having 2-digit dialing for calling any particular way station for getting alertness for the station master. But in this, we are having option for 2-digit dialing or 3-digit dialing. So this is one addition. These are the two different modifications given to the equipment in the conventional equipment to suit to our equalizer working. So in way station equipment, we are having modules in cards. So we are having equalizer amplifier card. So it is having the feature of the amplification and equalization. These two features are available in this particular card module. Next one is isolation transformer card. Even isolation transformers also provided in a card which we can plug in that particular equipment. So this is having isolation transformers for both all directions of that particular cable. Next, DTMF decoder also, it was combined with the card. So card is having the decoding facility to send necessary connectivity to the control telephone. So we will not have any separate decoder in these particular stations where equalizer amplifier system is provided. And the additional feature is remote monitoring and battery management card. So this battery power supply monitoring and condition of the circuit monitoring will be done through this card. So here we are having the card remote monitoring and battery management. Slave card we will be having the way station equipment. The connecting concerned master card will be connected in our test room equipment. So for exchange, we are having 8-line intercom exchange cards to give local exchange facility. So, and we are having power supply units. So we will have battery charger and batteries externally to the equipment, but that monitoring of this battery chargers and batteries will be done by this power supply unit, and it will have some automatic changeover feature. Next one is we normally control telephone is similar to your conventional system. This power supply unit is having a feature of automatic changeover. In this system, we will have 2 battery chargers with two battery chargers with 240H battery sets. So in this, we will have one set on load and one set on charge condition. In our conventional system, at normal way station, we will not have any battery, only we will have 12 volts PSU with battery backup to working of the control telephone. But in the repeater stations, amplifying stations, we are having battery capacity. The amplifiers which are located in 40-50 kilometer interval are connected with power supply of 24 volts. That amplifier, conventional amplifier working voltage is 24 volts. So in that amplifier location, in general practice of maintaining 2 battery banks with 2 chargers, and we will have some knife switches arrangement to change over the charging discharging connectivity. So manually, the people who are on duty in the initial stages, they are shift duty in the repeaters. After that, reduction of staff lead to managing the repeaters in general duty. After that, occasionally they are visiting the repeaters. Finally, repeaters are almost obsolete. So in that working system, conventional system, the battery changeover from load to charging to load will be done manually every day by the maintenance staff. So thus activity was now automatically done by this power supply card provided in this equalizer amplifier system. So in equalizer amplifier, we are having maximum gain of plus 20 dB. So the dB amplification can be adjusted through dip switches. We are having different dip switches in the card, equalizer amplifier card. So by adjusting these dip switch positions, we can adjust the gain, and it will having just dip switch system. So dip switch 7 is for adjusting for trans gain. Switch number 8 is for trans attenuation. For a receiver gain, we are having switch number 3, and switch number 4 is for adjusting receiver attenuation. So this is the amplifier, equalizer amplifier connectivity. So it is having 4 direction. So one direction will come from cable through controller end, and in second direction it will go to the far end, means next side. This is controller end is means from coming from controller, and far end means it is going to next. Equalization and amplification, it can be taken to patching side, or it can be taken to ASM side, and it can be taken to far end side. We are having 3 different output connections. So, but again, in the combiner, the signal from any one direction can be taken to the output side. Is there any problem?
No, nothing. Narasimha garu, you can proceed.
Okay, okay. Right, sir. This is the facility with the equalizer amplifier. So the amplifier, equalizer amplifier connections also we can change from remotely from the test room using this remote commands. So this also in amplifier also there is no need to do manual patching. All connection, disconnection will be, we can achieve through the remote transfer codes from the test room equipment. Sir, 1 minute, sir. Just I'm having important call. So isolation transformer card will have 4 pairs of isolation transformers for the different direction. So DTMF decoder card will decode the tone given by the test room. So it is also having 2 dip switches for selecting the 2-digit station code. So remote monitoring and management card. In this we are having master card at test room equipment, and slave card in the base station equipment. So this function we will achieve through the combination of master card and slave card. Each and every base station will have one slave card, and commonly we are having one master card in the test room. So the station will be identified through the dip switch setting, so that the test room master card will take the necessary status of the base station equipment, and it will send necessary codes to actuate the necessary changeover or necessary action, cutting or disconnecting the line. Different actions features we will achieve through this master slave card configuration. So we can achieve through this master slave configuration. So we can disconnect the line and the equipment of any of the 4 sets. In the equalizer amplifier, we are having 4 different directions. So we can disconnect the line towards any of the 4 different directions. Similarly, we can restore or reconnect the disconnected line. We can disconnect any one line, and simultaneously we can reconnect the disconnect line remotely from the test room. Yes, the third feature is the changeover of the batteries that are load on charge. We are having 2 battery sets, one is on load and one is on charge. So we can remotely change the loaded battery to charge and charge battery to load through remote control command from test room. In normal condition, the power supply voltage of the equipment will be sent back to the test room for monitoring. Test room can take the status of the power supply arrangement, power supply level, voltage level in the base station, which is supplied to the equipment through some remote commands. Similarly, mains voltage also, mains failure, mains is a healthy condition also, the test room can get through the status information. Another time is sometimes if the equipment is hanged or something, if it is required to reset, that also be remotely can reset from the test room through these remote commands. For that, we are having some command format, 3 or 4 digit commands. Through that command, different commands, the test room will do necessary action from the test room. Here we will use local exchange. So for that local 8 telephone numbers, we will use single digit setting. So directly test room can call that particular base station intercom number by dialing the 2 digit of the equipment and single digit of the telephone. By using the T-digit connectivity, 3 digit dialing feature, we are already having headquarter equipment is having with 3 digit or 2 digit dialing feature. With this 3 digit dialing feature, the person directly can contact the particular intercom number in the particular base station. This is the feature available in this equalizer amplifier system. Additionally, it is having solar power supply facility. We can extend, other than these 2 battery supplies, solar also can be connected to the power supply system so that the batteries can get charging whenever power supply is failed. So here the auto changeover takes place when the voltage drop to 11.5 volts. The auto changeover action will be initiated when this battery voltage on load, the battery which is on load will discharge to 11.5 volts. Then automatically the equipment will change the battery to charging condition and the charged battery to load condition, so that there will not be any delay. So it is avoiding almost manpower requirement. Similarly, if it is a problem in the base station, simply that station local side will be disconnected through remote command, and then the manpower will be sent to the station for localizing the fault and attending and restoring the fault. Meanwhile, the equipment will be isolated locally and the remaining circuit will be connected through and normal function will not be affected. So that control will not have any issue and there will not be any complaint. So these are the additional advantages with the equalizer amplifier system. Almost it avoids number of joints, but only thing is the equipment module is limited to 4 control circuits. If you require more than 4 control circuits, again you have to enhance the equipment capacity. So, but in our general practice, almost we need not more than 4 control circuits at any base station. So the basically control deputy TPC and fourth control you can give any important control circuits. EC you can give. So more than 4 control circuits are not that much existing in our normal base station. If there is any requirement of more than 4, then we have to go for additional equipment. But this system is generally employed in areas, non-RE areas. If in the RE areas, almost we will go for OFC. If we are utilizing OFC, then there is no need for equalizer amplifier system. Just we will use our telecom cable station to station only. So in non-RE area, we are not having the requirement of TPC. So our control circuits will be less number to 4. So we can go with equalizer amplifier. This is just a time being usage. If there is a arrangement of OFC, then we can go with OFC channel so that we will have more protection feature. One more facility with this equipment is it is having the 4th direction connectivity through protection side, so that if there is any problem in the main path, so you can change to disconnect the main path and connect it to the protection path through test room by giving necessary remote commands. Your control phone is similar to the normal conventional system. So there is no change, but only decoder will be included in your equipment. This is the second system which is in use through unloaded quad cable with equalizer amplifier system. So with quad cable, we are having conventional system and equalizer system. After that, if we are having OFC facility, we will go to the OFC control communication through using our OFC equipment, where we are providing with STM equipment and MUX equipment. So we will discuss the additional equipment at test room and we will go to OFC. In test room, this also the equipment also almost similar. It is also having isolation transformer, equalizer amplifier, remote monitoring master, dual power supply, and it is having handset and loudspeaker. Here we are having a DTMF keypad and display for testing of ring at base stations and necessary display. Here one more is we are having DTMF tones trans receiver. In conventional system, we need only DTMF encoder, means only DTMF transmitter only. Why? Because we will send only alerting ring to base station only. Base station is not having any facility to give ring to the controller. Only they will call the controller and they will initiate the call. But so there in that conventional system, we will have only DTMF transmitter only. But in this system, we need a transmitter and receiver. So in for normal thing, your DTMF transmitter will be enough. But in this system, base station equipment will send its healthiness status. The voltage available, mains fail. This particular information, base station equipment will send to the test room equipment for giving a necessary status of the equipment. For sending this information, they will send through codes. For sending that codes, they will use again DTMF. So to taking that information, our test room equipment needs DTMF receiver. So just we are having DTMF trans receiver extra compared to our conventional system. Our conventional system is having only trans, DTMF trans. Here we are having trans and receive. This is the equipments available at our test room in this equalizer system. So these are the facilities, Qatar changeover batteries. These are the facilities we can do through your MasterCard.
Rule 59.
जगह बटन
सुन लो इनकी बात सुन लो पहले
I think.
We'll do the class
Here, this PUGW
Next we will go
card
for OFC
converts
communication.
this IP packet into
So now almost all new installations are provided with OFC. Slowly we are changing our quad cable communication system into OFC based control system. And the quad cable is still in use for our signaling circuits and our some of communication circuits like our LC gate communication, our remote control circuit to traction points and emergency control circuits. So these are the three circuits now still continuing on our quad cable. But other than that, remaining all control circuits now we are getting OFC media. So in OFC, already we have discussed two types of communications are there. One system is using conventional system with STM equipment and PDMux equipment. Another one is using some optical interfaced equipment. So these are the two different control communication systems in use in Indian Railways. Now almost most of the systems are having this conventional connectivity in OFC, and only in at limited places our CCO system was installed. Now it is under observation. Now actually the development was not that much speed. Why? Because we are next moving towards IP telephony. So the communication system through IP, VoIP based protocol, now we are initiating. If that is proved successful, then there is no need for having this CCO system. So the CCO system installation was now just installed. But some places it was already installed, but it is working in good condition. The performance also good. It has improved certain voice quality. So when compared to performance level, our CCO system is okay. So in OFC, in conventional system, we are having the connectivity from control office to base station through PDMux. The voice frequency of our control signal will be connected to primary mux. Your primary mux will take all control channels and all voice channels, and that 30 channel PDMux will convert this signal into E1, and that E1 will be given to STM equipment of OFC.
ठीक है नहीं ले जाओ
59.
So STM equipment we will connect to station where headquarter to station through OFC media. Here the total 64 kbs channel will be multiplexed. Finally, we will get the OFC signal at base stations. So again, we will drop the OFC signal to STM. From STM, we will take E1 of 2 Mbps capacity, and even we will demultiplex the PDMux, and we will get the voice frequency control channel. In this, we are having different configuration of circuits depending upon the connectivity of the circuit.
So
Our
the
control
concept
circuit
is very
is a
simple.
omnibus circuit. So we will have connectivity
We are
between
going to
controller
say
and all way stations, and it will
voice
drop at all
calls
stations like a tapping.
through
So
internet.
this will in
That
a
is the
conference mode, and some
Voice
circuits are
over
point to
internet
point,
protocol.
like our autophone circuit
Okay.
or our
VoIP.
hotline circuits.
So
Hotline
nowadays,
circuits we will have station to station. So that point to point circuit will be taken in a point to point fashion, and our control auto telephone also having point to point. It will have exchange side one point and FXO, and subscriber side you will have FXS module. So it is also a point to point circuit configured in the MUX. But remaining control circuits are having omnibus circuits. They will be configured in a conference facility. So we can having the speech connectivity between stations. So we can have the facility of speech communication between station master to station master without the requirement of controller in this PDMux connectivity. So in this we are having two equipments. One is STM1 equipment, another one is PDMux equipment. Next one is CCO system in our OFC media. So this is next development of conventional system. It is having RDSO specification TC 66/2007 with amendment number 3. Almost 3 amendments are over. It has given here 1, but it was changed up to 3. But there are not much special instructions in the amendments, but the latest amendment was 3. RDSO specification TC 66/2007 with amendment 3 is the latest one. You can correct it. So the CCO also having the same 3 type of equipments. One is control room equipment, second one is test room equipment, third one is base station equipment. Out of these, this is common for all. There is a quad cable or conventional OFC, whatever it may be. These 3 location equipment is a common classification. In headquarter equipment, we are 3 different equipments. One is control room equipment called CRE, and the second one is at test room we are having test room equipment called TRE, and local telephone equipment called LTE. These 3 are having at headquarter. One at control room, and the remaining 2 equipments will be at our test room. When coming to base station, we are having 4 different types of equipments. One is multi-telephone base station equipment called MTWE, remote patching equipment called RPE, and 3-way amplifier for connecting 2 equipments. And finally, the control telephone is a 2-way control telephone with dialing feature. In our conventional system, we are using 4-way control telephone without dialing feature. But in CCO system, we are using 2-way control telephone with dialing feature. This is an additional feature in this CCO system. So in these 7 equipments, we are having some compulsory equipments and some optional equipments. So in these, our CRE, TRE, and MTWE and TDCT, these 4 are compulsory equipments. Our control room equipment, test room equipment, CRE, TRE, multi-telephone base station equipment, MTWE, and 2-way dialing control telephone, TDCT. These 4 equipments are compulsory equipments. After that, these 3-way amplifier, remote patching equipment, and local telephone equipment, these 3 equipments are optional. Depending upon the feature requirement, we can install these equipments, or without these equipments also the system will work. So these 3 will be optional, but because of the additional features these cards are providing, we will utilize as per our requirement. So these are the 3 optional equipments. Out of these, we are having 2 different manufacturers for the CCEO. One is Marvell company, another one is our bank. So these 2 are giving our CCO equipment. Initially, Marvell was started in the sessions, and Marvell is having some good feedback about its working. It is having only the type of hanging of the main equipment is having some major problems, but resetting of the equipment will solve the problem. Otherwise, the quality is improved through the CCO equipment. But it is also having certain limitations. The equipment is cater for very limited control circuits. So we will go for important control circuits only. We will use this equipment. So the DEC is nothing but control room equipment in Marvell make. Marvell make, they called it as a DEC, desktop equipment for controller. The TRE equipment is called LIC and LTI in Marvell equipment. This is the name given by the Marvell company. Otherwise, the equipment is called test room equipment. These are the 7 equipments having different features. So in this is the connectivity block diagram of CC. we will have control room equipment, just like our normal conventional, but having some different design. Here, test room equipment also like a module box. LTE equipment is having similarly. These are all rack mounted. You can directly fix them into a rack in the OFC room itself. The system of all equipments in the CCO works with 48 volts DC. So the 48 volts DC available in our OFC equipment, OFC hut, we can directly utilize for this CCO system. So there is no need of any 12 volts or 24 volts power supply requirement for these equipments. So CRE is having the normal.
सर
हाँ
सीआरई से टीआरई 4 पेयर कनेक्टिविटी है।
अजय
सीआरई से टीआरई जो है कनेक्टिविटी 4 पेयर की है।
4 pair.
4
So
सर
पेयर नहीं
it is 4 pair connectivity.
होगा।
Okay. So you will extend power supply to control equipment through test room. You will not have 48 volts power supply at your controller room. So you will have that 48 volts power supply in your OFC room with test room equipment. So you will extend the supply required for the CRE through this 4 pair cable. The data and the power supply दोनों इसी केबल पे एक्सटेंड होते हैं, इसलिए इट 4 पेयर से कनेक्ट किया है। ठीक है। So just we will take 2 minutes introduction and we will close today.
सर एक्सक्यूज मी सर, एक्सक्यूज मी सर।
हाँ बोलिए।
4 पेयर जो बोल रहे हैं सर, बोल रहे हैं सर 4 पेयर जो बोल रहे हैं सर। हेलो हेलो।
हाँ
हाँ तो 2 पेयर पे ये चैनल होगा सर, बाकी 2 पेयर पे मेरी आवाज पहुंच रही है?
क्लियर नहीं आ रहा है।
हेलो।
So CRE will do the functioning of control room equipment for giving links to the base stations. TRE is to having a monitoring and diagnostic features for this control working. So LTE is having the facility to extend 20 number local telephones in the headquarter office. Through this you can extend 2-wire telephones 20 numbers to the different office rooms, chambers through this LTE equipment, so that the persons can have the control monitoring facility directly by utilizing this 2-wire telephone. They can lift the handset and they can have the conversation with the controller. This is the function. This is an optional. Even though without LTE also our control circuit will normally work. But to get this additional feature of 20 telephones, we are utilizing this LTE equipment. When coming to base station is the MTW and TDCT are the compulsory equipments. So our base station decoder का काम जो है वो अभी MTW का आ गया है. So your MTW is also works with 48 volts. So it can also be connected in the OFC hut with the available 48 volts supply. Here it is having the facility to connect.
MTWE full form, sir. MTWE full form.
Full form. Multi-telephone base station equipment. Okay. Multi-telephone base station equipment, MTWE. So this MTW is having the facility to extend 4 number of 2-wire telephones in the base station. So you can extend here. The basic difference is our control telephone is 2-wire circuit with dialing facility. So we can extend 4 number of 2 TDCT telephones in the base station. So through 1 pair cable, means by using two conductors, we can access control telephone. Here, this is a limitation of having 4 number of control telephones. If we want to require more number of telephones at a base station, that is more than 4. Generally, in a normal base station, only we need 1 at the station master. Sometimes we will use 2 numbers, 1 at station master's room and 1 at SS room. If the station is having end cabins, then we can use this extra 2 numbers. So 4 telephones are generally enough for a base station. If at all, if there is a requirement of more than 4 telephones, sir.
Excuse me. Okay, and now again you are going to start about the TWA equipment. Before that, let us close the session because all have assembled in the next session. You please close this and we have to go to that session, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Because already time is 1:13. That is
Okay,
going
sir,
to be
okay.
start
Okay,
sharp
sir.
at 1:15.
Right, sir. So we will meet in the next hour. On Monday, first class, we will continue this discussion and we will close on that day. Okay. So I am.
अभी क्या सर लंच अभी लंच होगा सर
Sir Gopal Rao,
Now it is a lunch break, sir. After it is a lunch break now. In the afternoon section, you please join once again in this.
sir host
So we have
ఎవరికైనా
some other
ఇస్తారా మరి?
classes pertaining to earthing and statute protection. Host, okay, I only will continue, sir. No problem.
Sir
I
host,
only will be the host. You please transfer the presenter to me. I only be the host.
sir మరి దానిలోకి వెళ్ళడానికి
Okay. That is the thing, no?
అది కనెక్ట్ చేయాలంటే we have to disconnect this one.
To disconnect this one. Correct. So, do you have two accounts? Narsama garu, మీకు two accounts ఉన్నాయండి.
లేదు సార్.
Only single account. Then
వీళ్ళలో ఎవరినైనా ఒకరిని పెట్టండి సార్. మీరు జాయిన్ అయ్యాక మళ్ళీ
then we will
తీసుకోవచ్చు.
make somebody as a Mr. Sanjeev Kumar. Only problem, suppose if he won't come again, that will become a big issue, sir. Or Mr. Rajesh Kumar, SSC Tele Danapur. Hello.
Yes, sir. Rajesh Kumar.
Mr. Rajesh, just good afternoon, Mr. Rajesh. I will give
good
you
afternoon,
the host and presenter rights to. I will transfer to you.
Yes, sir.
You please log into. You please be in the session. Then sharp, I will take over the rights from you sharp at 2:15, sir. Please be in the session.
2:15.
Simply just leave it and have your lunch by 2:15. Again, I will come back and I will take over the rights from you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.